Hello my friends. This is a fireplace mantle that I purchased, and I got it very inexpensively, and the reason is someone discarded it because of the way it operates. Okay, when you look inside, here is all the controls. You can hardly see here. Okay, turn this on, and you can see here that it's throwing heat. It's an electric fireplace. The flames in the back, that mechanism that creates that is making this unusual motor noise, and that motor noise would not be acceptable if you're running this fireplace. So for that reason it was discarded, and I purchased it very cheaply. And I'm going to make the repair to this, and to have a technician do this where you'd have a service call, you're probably talking a $200 to $300 bill, and here I'm going to make the repair for about $10. So let me show you what's going on in the back. After removing the back panel, it gives me access to the mechanism, and you can see here these are little metal mirrors that reflect the light from 3 bulbs that are underneath, and that gives you the illusion of flames burning. Okay, the noise is coming from right here. This is a synchronous motor. It's running at 18 rotations per minute, and to purchase a replacement part would cost you between $40 and $60. Now, I went online and looked for that particular motor, and they're very common. These are used to run turntables and microwaves, and they're very common, and they're very inexpensive. Like I said, I purchased one for under $10, and that included shipping. Now, when you're going to work on any electronic device, make sure you unplug it. You never know where the electric is going to be in the unit. Okay, now to remove this, you need to remove the screws at the bottom that's holding the mechanism in. You also need to remove, on this end, there is a Carter key. You want to pull that out. And what's holding this motor, there's a spring to allow dampening, flexing on that line, and they hold the spring onto the motor with a little collar that has a set screw. So that was already loosened. Okay, and then you're going to have to cut the wires, which I already did, and it's going to be replaced with wire nuts like that. So the wires to the motor are removed, and this being removed here allows you to flex this and pull it out of the other end like that. Okay, now we need to pull this spring off of the motor shaft, and I can't do this while I'm holding the camera, but a spring is like a thread. You can find that you can turn it in one direction, it will loosen, the other direction it will tighten. Let me remove that. And here is the synchronous motor. So if you look very closely, it'll give you the specs on the motor. You can go to the manufacturer on here. It's JT Jintong, and but you don't need that. All that you need is the specifications here, which when you look at it, it's 120 volts, 60 cycles, US voltage system, and it is a 4-watt motor, which most of these synchronous motors are, and you can see 18 rotations per minute. and it's also turning clockwise. So if there's one that says CW/CCW, that means clockwise, counterclockwise. So that synchronous motor, every time it's energized, will turn one direction, the next time it'll turn the other direction, just like in your microwave. So you want to make sure that you buy one that says CW, or at least changed according to what it says on your motor you're replacing. So I don't know if the flames would look different. It probably would. They would probably look like the flames are jumping down into the fire instead of away from the fire. So you want a clockwise direction on this. And a synchronous motor, the RPMs can vary, and that depends internally how the motor is wound. So if they have more poles in there and the windings, it can give you a different RPM. Or actually it's the gearing that's inside. So it's a gear motor, synchronous gear motor. Synchronous means that it's spinning according to the hertz, which is the 60 cycle. The motor spins in sync with that 60 cycle, and this is a gearhead motor in here. So the gears are determining the rotations per minute, and it's probably the gears wearing that's creating all that vibration and noise. So now we just need to take this off its bracket and replace it with the new motor. Here is the replacement motor that came in the mail today, and it's pretty much identical to the one that was in the unit. So this one, the one that came in the mail, when I ordered it, it rated at 15 to 18 RPMs, and right here it says that it is 15 rotations per minute. And the one that we're replacing, it says that it is 18 rotations per minute. So it will be close enough, especially for the cost, under $10, 9 something. So let me swap this and put it in and see how it works. Ready. I'm connecting the wiring, and because this is 110 volts, you notice the two wires are the same color. The one that I took out was black and white. Being 110 volts, it doesn't matter what the wire color is. It's not polarized. So hooking the wires in either order will still run the motor in the clockwise direction. Okay, now I don't want these wires to work their way loose and get up into the paddle. So I'm going to take a zip tie and secure them into the frame. There you have it. Running nice and quiet. About a $10 repair. Took about 10-15 minutes to disassemble, and about the same amount of time to put back together. throwing nice heat and looking real good. Well, thanks for watching, my friends. Bye-bye.